said, my name is Brandon Mitchell. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Rightsy. We have a booth over there, so definitely come and stop by if you haven't had a chance to see what we're doing. And today's session is really around fast tracking your EdTech job search using innovative tools and technologies. But before I jump into that, I would love to just talk a little bit broadly about kind of what Rightsy does and kind of who we are, because I know that we are kind of like a newer company, so a lot of you all may not have a little bit of understanding of what we do, but think of us as an all-in-one career suite and job search platform. So everything from getting that first resume started, so that when you're starting your job search, you have the best resume to put yourself forward. Really looking at the cover letters that you might need and kind of personalizing that for all the jobs that you might want to apply for. And then all the way to getting on camera and simulating mock interviews, so that before you actually go in for the interview process, you will have all the practice that you need. And so Rightsy as a platform, we work with a few different segments of the market. Higher education has been one of the first places that we've started. It's been phenomenal for us. We grew about 8x last year in just our higher education practice. Some amazing logos like University of Southern California and Texas Southern. So we work with the higher education space. Sometimes it's making sure that all the students and professionals have it, but we also are working with workforce development initiatives. So there are some cities that are rolling out Rightsy's technology to help with the professionals in the city and make sure that they have, again, the right tools and practice. And then individuals. So if there's anybody in the audience that is basically looking right now and you're actually in that job search process, these are the tools that we've built specifically for you all, so that you have the best and cutting edge tools. You don't have to go searching on Google for what you should be doing to fast track your job search. But just to show a little bit sometimes of like how it's actually implemented, just because I know there's a huge mix of folks in the audience. This is one of our partners, Tulsa Community College. And when institutions do roll us out, we're typically on like a career services page. And so you can see Rightsy's tools like here, like get unlimited access. And we're typically next to like a Handshake or a Simplicity or a 1220. So use us to practice and to prepare, and then go into a job search platform to look for the jobs. Over the last kind of few months, we've been getting a lot of recognition for what we're doing. I'm gonna give a big shout out to Meta. They're one of our partners. They saw what we were doing and how we were using their open source AI models to kind of build on top of Llama 3. And then we were part of like this campaign. So you might have saw my face on Hulu or Netflix or Spotify over the last few months, and that's a big thanks to kind of the Meta team there. But before I jump into a demo, I'm going to play this quick 1-minute video that really explains what we're doing, so that you all can kind of see the power of our tool, Job Search Genius. And then I would love for you all to have access to it afterwards. So let me see if I can play this.
Meet Job Search Genius, an AI-powered platform designed to save you time and help you land more interviews. From crafting perfect resumes, generating personalized cover letters, acing interviews, to negotiating salaries. It's all here. Let's start with the resume. Upload one or create one from scratch. You can edit all your personal details, but here's where the magic happens. With just a click, the rewrite feature provides enhanced suggestions for bullet points that instantly make your resume more compelling. Need help creating or optimizing your LinkedIn headline or career story? No problem. Job Search Genius does it for you, instantly. Now on to cover letters. Select your resume and a job, and within seconds, a customized cover letter is ready. You can adjust names, tone, or length with ease, turning a time-consuming task into something quick and efficient. Preparing for interviews? Just enter the job description. And Job Search Genius generates relevant questions and sample responses to help you prepare. You can even simulate a real interview and get feedback on your delivery, nonverbal cues, and vocabulary. Detailed reports show exactly where you can improve, question by question. Overwhelmed by your job search? With Job Search Genius, tracking your applications has never been easier. Instantly see your progress, stay on top of follow-ups, and keep your job search organized and efficient. Take control of your job hunt with Job Search Genius, the smarter way to stay on track. And when it's time to negotiate your salary, Job Search Genius goes beyond helping you craft the perfect counteroffer. Our AI salary negotiation assistant reviews and negotiates key job details like vacation, compensation, work schedule, and benefits, ensuring you get the best offer with just a few clicks. In short, Job Search Genius simplifies every step of your job search. It's powerful, it's fast, it's efficient. Start your free trial today at jobsearchgenius.ai.
Awesome. So that's just a quick video, kind of 10,000 foot view of some of the things inside of our tool that we would love for you all to kind of get access to, especially if you are in a job search right now. We know how hard it is. It's an anxiety-filled process, and tools and technology and using AI the right way to fast track that is extremely important. And so, yeah, if you just go to jobsearchgenius.ai, you can try it for free and jump in there. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go and just do a little bit of a test drive and show you all a little bit of what the platform looks like inside, and do a few quick things before my time wraps up, just so you can all see how to use it. It is very intuitive. So once you sign up, you will be able to get in like really, really quickly to get to the right things. But one of the few things that people really love about our tool is the ability to create multiple resumes. And so let's say you are looking for a job in like tech sales, for example. That may not be the only job title. You might look for like an account manager role or account executive role or a partnerships role. Oftentimes we see that a lot of job seekers have multiple resumes. And so you can build out unlimited resumes and kind of tailor it for the specific jobs that you're looking for. But the kind of meat and potatoes of why people really love our platform, it's in how you can actually start working on the resume. And so a lot of like old school resume tools and technologies, it's just a bunch of paragraphs. Like you'll just fill in a bunch of text boxes, and then at the end, it's like, oh, your resume is available. But within our tool, you can see it on the right side, and you have all the tools to build it out on the left. And so it just makes for a really good process. We have some really strong ATS optimized templates. So as you build it, you can get to different templates that might fit who you are. But to really get to the kicker and a lot of why we've been growing pretty fast and what people love about us is in how we use AI to help you augment and rewrite your bullet points, which is really important. And so let's just take this resume, for example. It's a super simple resume. This person, let's say, again, is a CTI analyst intern. That stands for cyber threat intelligence. And let's look at some of these bullet points together, right? Participated in some meetings about new security tools, reviewed security alerts and wrote summaries, created basic reports on security incidents. These are really basic bullet points. And again, I would hope that a lot of y'all's bullet points is a little bit more sophisticated than this, but it's okay if it's not. But the beauty is coming into our tool and then using the AI features, for example, on a bullet point by bullet point basis. And what we're doing is we're really suggesting better ways for you to kind of articulate that, because most resumes that work are detail oriented. They talk about your accomplishments, your success stories, your key achievements. And we start to help you think about that and give you different analysis of how you might want to, kind of better structure those bullet points. But we also have an advanced rewrite functionality. So we will also probe you and ask you additional questions about what you did, where you can then input information, and then we will create better bullet points for you. So we reserve that critical thinking, but quickly you have like this personal resume writer that's sitting next to you that's really getting the right things out of you to make sure that your resume is more compelling. And so you have a lot of professionals and students on a line-by-line basis improving their bullet points quickly and efficiently, and then being able to download and export a really good resume. I would highly recommend using it. In addition, we do have a cover letter functionality as well. So let's say you upload your resume or you build your resume inside of the tool. We operate on a job description level. So let's say you just take that resume, you just add a job URL in. So you can go to, let's say, Meta's website or Airbnb or EdLink or any of these companies. You just pop in the URL. Our AI models will take all those job description details. It'll put it directly inside of the platform. And then instantly you can create a cover letter that will be kind of really sophisticated and kind of match to that job. So instantly it'll create, you can change the tonality and say, you know what, actually, I want to make this a little bit more of a formal and a shorter cover letter. And then very quickly you can get to cover letters that are really meeting what you're looking for instantly. And so as you're applying, you have a better chance of actually getting the interview, which is really important. Cover letters still work. We're an employer and I read cover letters. And so I don't think that they're dead. I think that before it would take really long to put those together. And so that's how we make it easy. You can simulate interviews inside of the tool. So again, if you have an interview coming up or you're like, what does a BDR job at Magic School look like? You can come in, say, you know what, here's the job description, here's the type of interview, here's the difficulty level, and instantly it'll let you get on camera and just get some amazing feedback. So you have a lot of students and professionals that are simulating interviews before they go on these, before they apply and even after they apply, so that, again, you're getting more jobs faster. That is the goal and how you use technology. And then the last thing that I'll talk about is a really new feature, is a major feature that we just launched. This was about 4.5 months in the making, and it's a job feed. And so in addition to all of the amazing resume and cover letter and interviewing tools that we have inside of the platform, we also built a way for us to match jobs to you. But it's pretty innovative. If you think about like LinkedIn or ZipRecruiter or Indeed, you go to those platforms and then you search for jobs. But inside of our tool, you can just pick your resume inside of the tool, and because you have multiple resumes, and then what you'll do is you'll click on match jobs based off of my resume, and we're actually going to find and match you with jobs, for example, like as a product manager. So instead of you doing the searching, we're just going to match jobs based off of your resume, which is a radical way of thinking about the job search. Typically you're searching, but we're saying, no, we're going to find and give you match scores of the jobs that you can directly apply. So you think about resumes, cover letters, interviewing, and jobs inside of our platform. We're really looking to help a lot of you all fast track the job search and ideally get to levels of employment faster. So we would love for you all to obviously get inside of the tool, give us feedback. If you are connected to an institution that this could be a great fit for rolling out, whether it's a high school or a community college or a university or a boot camp, we would love to connect as well. And yeah, that's what we do. And we're really excited to continue to be a prominent force in this space. Thank you all.